Hey Nub family, it's Coach Dave. Wanted to walk the family through squatting today. Squatting is one of the most versatile exercises and probably one of the best strength building exercises as far as athletic power that's out there. Certainly a ton of different variations. We'll hit on some of those towards the end. But before we get going, just like every time before we work out, we want to make sure that we're loose, we got our mobility work done. And for me, that looks like jump ropes, some air squats, some kettlebell swings, could be some rowing, could be a lot of different things, and then working out the quads, the hips, even some of the calves with a foam roller before we get going. So I'm going to get on my dynamic warm-up, and we'll be back shortly for the squats. Okay, we are back. I want to walk you guys through just a standard back squat. You hopefully have read the little narrative I put with this, so it really explains everything. Hard to talk and work at the same time. So a few things I'll walk through. I'll walk through a standard back squat. Pay attention to how low that I get into the hole and how quick I try and jump up out of it. Then we're going to talk through a couple of other alternatives with a kettlebell or a weighted medicine ball, or what we call a wall ball. So here it is. Standard approach. When I grab the bar, I don't want to grab it with this hand like this and this one up here. I either want to grab the weights so my traps are even, or I want to use my prosthetic and grab it. Since we're doing a few of these things in a row, I'm taking my prosthetic off. Usually I would use it, but that's not necessarily a have to be. So here it is, just a few. What I'm going to look at are fairly lightweight squats to get going. Really, if you start to go up in weight, make sure you got a spotter who knows what they're doing, okay? So here we go. Locating the load, getting myself underneath it, tighten up the traps, taking a big deep breath. When I get to where I want to be, I don't step back more than about a step and a half. I take my breath. Three pretty simple back squats. So, talked about a wall ball or a medicine ball. A wall ball or medicine ball, this for example is a 20-pound med ball. When I do a front squat, it's much the same, except I'm a little further back, so my load path's still going straight up and down. I want to be able to push out with my knees, and I want to drive back up. I loved using these, especially with kids, because you can throw them towards each other, play games about how often or how quick you can get through the rotations and stuff like that. Hopefully be using some of this at the next NubAbility camp. So I can use a variation doing a front squat into a jump. Right? And last, we'll talk about today is a kettlebell. And a kettlebell, you've probably seen them. The approach I like to look at in a kettlebell, I can do one of two things. I can get into my clean position or my rack position, and I can go from there to do a squat, or from a squat to a thruster. Whoa! Or I can take it in the front and do what's called a goblet squat. Okay? So, those are a few things there. Don't worry about my garage. I just hit the little overhead deal on the track for the garage door. No big deal. Let me see if I can back up and show you that thruster the way it's supposed to look. Okay, into my clean, down to there. Okay, those are a few modifications and things. Looking forward to getting back with everybody here this summer and focus on getting you guys stronger, faster, bigger, and more relentless. Take care, guys. Bye.